So, time loop episode, you find out everything. It's
Everything.
amazing.
Yes.
And then your mind is wiped and you don't.
Yes.
So,
It's so disappointing, I know. I feel your pain, trust me.
so how soon do you think, well, one, how is it like playing, oh my God, I know everything, and your reaction to that? And then now, how long do you think it's going to be before you do that again?
I'd do it again. To play that is amazing. I think fans have been waiting so long for Iris to kind of not only figure out who the Flash is, but to finally confess her feelings for Barry. And so to have that moment and have it so epic in television, and one of our best episodes, I feel, was really amazing to play. And then to read episode 16 and you realize everything's going back. It's also fun. That's a great episode too, because we were opening the door for time travel, right? And I think that's amazing for fans. When will she find out? For real? That I don't want to give away, but I think it'll be sooner than later for sure. I think we can only kind of play that angle for so long before fans get a little tired. I know they're already a little tired. We're getting there. Don't worry. I promise you we are getting there. And I think it's important for Iris to kind of find out on her own and not be told. I think it's important for her as an investigative reporter and as a strong woman and a smart woman to kind of figure out on her own who the Flash is. So we're getting there. As far as the feelings she has for Barry, I think that's a little more difficult because she has Eddie, right? And Eddie he's a great boyfriend, and that's hard to let go of.
So what was it like going into 16? You share this big moment, and then now you got to like reset things, and then so in your next scene with Barry, you got to like, wait, that didn't happen. So did you have to get like a different mindset to go back?
All of this is difficult. Like every episode we shoot from now on is difficult. Like I have hard time remembering, well, what does Iris know and when does she know it and all of these things. But yeah, it was fun to go back. And also frustrating, like, Iris and Barry have that scene in the coffee shop where Barry's like, I think we should just take this to the next level, like you like me, I like you, and we see Iris kind of get very upset that Barry is still pursuing this relationship after she's told him that she loves Eddie and she's going to honor that. So yeah, it's interesting and frustrating and great all at the same time.
It seems like Iris really gets more of her own agency when she's doing this sort of investigative reporting. And how is that for you to play? Because I think that's some of the more engaging content to watch instead of everyone doing the runaround around her.
I agree with you. And I think we're only going to do more of that. I think it's great for me and for the fans to see Iris kind of step into the role that we know her iconically to be, which is this investigative reporter. That's kind of how she's known in the comic books. And so it's really great for me as an actor to finally kind of step into that role. I think it gives Iris more to do, and that will only continue to evolve. I think Iris had to start somewhere, though. I was saying this earlier, it's nice to see her not just start season 1 as this perfectly put together strong character. We're watching her evolve from working in a coffee shop to, living with her dad and her pseudo brother to getting a job at Picture News to moving out to finding herself as a woman and a strong woman. And I like seeing that evolution rather than it just being something that we've seen from day one. And there is no evolution. So it's good. It's good. We'll get there.
And we talked a bit with Carlos about representation in media, and then I was, on a personal level, I was curious, because you are of a multi-ethnic background, have they made any talks about maybe making Iris's mother East Asian to like match your ethnic background? Because I think that's something that
I'm not Asian. I know that's a rumor.
Oh.
So let's clear that up. I'm not Asian.
Oh, okay.
But not that I know of.
Yeah.
But in terms of my mother being of a different ethnicity, we haven't really delved into that. I don't think they know yet who they want to cast for that. And I think it also determines the Wild West stuff, so I don't know.
Do you think that Iris actually believes that story that her boss actually went to Brazil to go camping or something? It sounded insane.
It sounds insane, I know.
So do you think Iris bought it?
I don't think she bought it. I don't. And you'll see her continue to kind of wonder about what's happened to Mason and investigate what's going on at Star Labs. I think in the moment she trusts these men in her life to tell her the truth. So if she's sitting down with Eddie and he's saying, listen, I found this out about Mason, or, she's going to innately just believe what he's saying to her. But I think her being a smart woman, she's, going to continue to check up on that. Yeah.
in a perfect world, would you love Iris and Felicity to have a conversation and just say, what are you telling us and why is it wrong?
What are you telling us?
Like,
What do you mean?
because I feel like a lot of the men are sort of telling her half-truths, and I feel like Felicity's getting the same treatment over on Arrow. And would you like to have would you like to see more interaction with the two of them where they can kind of have another woman to talk to that can...
Yeah, I think right now Iris does need some sort of friend or a woman friend to kind of play off of. I don't know if we'll get there, but I would. That's a great idea, and I would love if it was Felicity. I love Emily; she's a good friend, and yeah, I think both characters are kind of going through that, being kept in the dark, and it's frustrating. I think for fans of the shows to watch that. They're kind of like, God, just tell her what's going on. She doesn't deserve that. That's the thing. I think these women who are so smart, they don't deserve to be lied to.
But we see Iris step out more into the investigating. Instead of being the damsel in distress, actually going out trying to investigate, get to the bottom of a lot of these half truths.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we're only getting more and more into that. Like I said, she'll be wandering into Star Labs and trying to figure out what's going on over there and why Wells is such a weird person. Yeah, I mean, this is only the beginning of Iris as the iconic ace investigative reporter. I can't wait for her to kind of be, who we know her to be.
Is there anything you want to tease about the upcoming episodes? Not just necessarily for your character, but for the story.
Oh gosh, that I want to tease, that I can tease,
that you can't, that you're allowed
without getting
to tease.
fired with my boss standing over there. I don't know. Victor Carver comes back. Victor Garber and Robbie Amell. I know that's not. You guys probably already know that. So no, there's nothing I can tease.
More father-daughter scenes.
More father-daughter scenes.
Because you and Jesse together is magic.
There's some great stuff between Jesse and I. It's really been great to shoot those scenes actually. And then there's really great scenes with Grant and I, just as like friends again, like having great heartfelt friend moments. The family, the heart stuff of the show is my favorite stuff to shoot, and the more we have of that, the happier I am. So.